As the ungrateful species comes out of the water, they are born into life. As they see the land that they shall walk on, the journey is to find a master to own them and sell them on the black market. This one name is Ligma. Ligma doesn't know what Ligma is, but they all call him Ligma. Ligma is now protected against enemies and foes. They then find their big daddy boss, as one of them points at him, that's Jared. And then they say, hey, that's Rufus. So they all ride him until he dies. But some of them didn't get on, because those are the backstreeters. They don't deserve to be on there. They think that Ninja is the coolest Fortnite streamer. They then find an invention food called yellow dandelions on a stick. They try to take one, but then a rock crushes them. Oh, did I mean them? No, I meant the other guys. Yes, but little did you know, he tries to crush the rock as the master attempts to kill it before it can kill his friends. Well, slaves. He then almost falls into a volcanic failure of disappointment. As he then dribbles up, two of them go down. Two of them died of impact. One of them wanted an autograph, but then he bumped it. He bumped the rock as he bumped his head. Rest in peace, head, but also rest in peace, Rufus. Rufus is now dead, as the volcanic failure erupts, as they all cry in irony and sadness. That's Ligma number 2, the one that killed their daddy. We now move on hundreds and thousands and millions years further, as it takes 3 million years just for humans to be born. One of them slamming a rock. One of them kills the other one. One of them died. As the Russians approach, they try to take over the Americans. The Americans defend with a stick, but then they figure out this is a nuke. The Americans believe that that's a nuke, so they attack against the Russians. That's not a nuke, that's a spatula. Then the Russians won the war, the Civil War. As they then move on 1,100,000 years later, as when Egyptians are made into our own life. The minions then praise them and lower these minions as they are minions and the minions. One of the minions are told to do the other minions to set the Titanic free. The Titanic killed them all. But then they realized that the Titanic wasn't gonna hit by an iceberg. Then move another years later towards Vapanic Gothic Syndrome. Vapanic Gothic Syndrome is the time when there was goths everywhere. They open the cage as the biggest goth of them all emerges. They're spending in his room playing Fortnite for 28 hours straight. He then is blinded by the sun because he hasn't seen it in 1.7 billion years. He then died. Thanos snapped him. As then the Brits tell the other people to fire. As then they killed the Brit. The Brit then goes flying all the way to the other side. They then run away from the Brits as the Brits try to kill them in a successful mission. The Brits lost, because they're still alive.